All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, the 8th of April. We had the eclipse today. Today was a very, very slow day. I had three trades. The first trade I made 30 bucks, second trade I made 75, and the third trade I made $150. Those three trades, that was it. And it spanned most of my trading day, even went past my normal trading hours. It was just super duper slow. Plus my algorithm and also to my filters just kept me out of the trades. And that's okay. Days like today, I just don't trade. Now, when I'm trading my own money in my brokerage account, I usually don't even trade Mondays or Fridays. I just trade the middle of the week. I just found it easier that way. But since I'm trading Tradeabate's money and Take Profit Traders money, then I trade all the time because the whole goal is just to get these accounts qualified and then start withdrawing money. So I care less if I lose. Just one of those things because I know on the other side, two trades and I make it all back, or one trade I make it all back. Uh, so let me show you this. I'm going to show you the first part of what I'm going to talk about is that 30 minutes after the opening bell. And this is pretty consistent. The 30 minutes after the opening bell has these candles, and the wicks on both sides of the candle are usually pretty tall. And it's not something that's easily tradable. There's a way to trade it, but the way I teach it, how I teach it is not doesn't work with it. To say that. So I just don't trade it. It's just easier until the market mellows out and smooths out, and you don't have those massive candle wicks. So let me show you what I'm talking about here, okay? And I have it set up for the second part of what I'm going to talk about. So here is 6:30 right there, and look at these candle wicks, okay? This is insane. Like you can't how I teach people and the style that I teach people, you can be right and wrong at the same time. And that's just super frustrating because you get stopped out and you're like, oh, but then it went the other way. Because until the market smooths out, you're going to have these candle wicks. And it lasts the full half hour. And it's super frustrating. Now, sometimes it's a little shorter, sometimes a little longer. Today went way long with these candle wicks, and it's just super frustrating to watch. And so it's just really hard to trade. There's a specific style to trade it. I'm not going to teach it because I'm just trying to teach people just the four trades, sometimes two, sometimes even one trade. And it's a different style. And so most of the time I take a break during the half hour and hopefully I made money, enough money that I'm not even thinking about trading during that time. So the second thing I want to talk about though is the second minute trade. Now this trade, I don't take credit for this. This is another one of those trades that one of our traders, one of my students, he came up and he said, "Hey, Michael, take a look at this." And it's been pretty consistent. Last week I was 4 for 4. Today, even though I made 30 bucks, I'm technically, I guess, 5 for 5 in the last five trades I've made with that. I can't remember last week, the week before, but since I started keeping track, I'm 5 for 5. And so this trade, I use a totally different account. I use one account with it, and this one account that I trade with is only specifically for my opening bell announcements. It has no like logical reason except, "Ooh, let's go." And so, oh, that was fun how it flashed. So let me show you this trade and hopefully show you the logic behind it and the lock and key for it. Okay. So let's get over to the charts on this one. So if you can see, this is 6:30. This is the opening bell for Pacific Standard Time, and I'm trading this bar right here. Now, unfortunately, this bar had this huge candle wick that started somewhere around 326 and then went all the way up to 34. I got in right around here, and then I rode this candle wick down. Now, I thought I was going to make money. I was like, "Whew, making money," because it instantaneously flashed, and I'll show you why when I show you the other charts. Like I was up 330, 360, and then I pushed the exit button. By the time my button got pushed and executed, I ended up with $30. I was like, oh, what happened? And then it ran the other way. And so after it hit that low candle wick down, price just shot up the other direction. And let me show you the reason why I think you could have been right and wrong with this trade too. Um, I know people that made 120 bucks on this one because they had a profit take on it, and some people lost a lot of money because they just held on way too long. So this is 6:30. Here's 6:31. Okay, this is what I traded on this is the 3 seconds. This is what and it flashed down, but then you see this big bar? This big bar went from 18 all the way to 25. Okay, killed most people's accounts if you stuck around longer than 3 seconds. And I was probably 2.8 seconds. So that's where I was at with 3 seconds. Now let me back up just a smidge without getting us all dizzy. This is the decision I had. This is the 6:30. This is the initial push. You base the second minute on your initial push with the opening bell. Okay. This is what I saw. And I'm thinking it's red, but at the same time, it's got this huge candle wick that shot clear up there. Like, what am I going to do with this? This is like a $6 candle. Is it 6, 7, 24 ticks? This is the candle wick that came down, even though it was red, and then it was green, and then red, 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 red. So I based my decision on all of these red, 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 reds here. But this first initial push was up, then back down. I probably should have sat this one out totally. Just like, okay, if it's this confusing, I'll do this. Let me show you the 1 second chart, okay? This is the 1 second chart. Hopefully it's, yeah, okay, there it goes. 1 seconds are kind of a little more, let me not try to make everyone dizzy. There we go. All right, so this is what I made money on, this 1 second. Second two, price shot up. So I was probably in this trade for less than 1 second, maybe like 1.2 seconds, somewhere around there. I'm not sure where it got me out. It wasn't down here at 330, at 360, 90, however many dollars. It was up here at like 30 bucks. That's where I got out at. Um, and then here's 3 seconds. I'm not even sure, but if I would have stayed in there to, yeah, so here's the start of the third second. It shot up, fourth second. So if you were in that trade for longer than 2 seconds, you got burned. Okay. Now let me hold on, guys. I'm gonna back us up 60 seconds, 20 more. And this is kind of crucial here, okay? So here is the opening bell. Opening bell was up. Now it had a pretty significant candle wick going down and up, but that first second was up. Second two, down. Second three, and this is the close of the second second, so this is 1, 2, 3, even though it's kind of weird that way, was down. So I based what I saw on my 3 second chart around this little tricret right here. But the first push was up. And that's why I was so confused. I was thinking maybe I should sit this out. I'm like, nah, let's just trust this. Let's just hit sell. And, you know, if I lose, I lose, and I'll come back again tomorrow. Not that big a deal, which I'm okay with. But I felt bad when I saw other people lost because they didn't have a stop loss or they hung on longer than 2 seconds. Like this trade is fast for me. Like if I see green flash, I'm hitting out. I'm getting out. I'm exiting fast as I can. Just because I want to take that money as quick as possible because I know that it can move up and down. And so looking at everything, it wasn't that clean. And because it wasn't that clean, I probably should have sat it out. I'm happy I made 30 bucks. I probably paid that in fees, who knows? And it wasn't that clean. But tomorrow, I'm going to go back and forth between the 3 second chart and the 1 second chart and to see which way I should go. Now, if they both make the same sense, then yeah, I'm going to head that direction. And if they both say take the sell and price going down, then yeah, I'm taking that sell. If they both say take the buy, but this one argued, and I probably should have sat it out. I'm happy it worked out for me, but yeah, high percentage chance that it's going to work. I couldn't watch it all the time with my eyeballs, like which way did it go? But this is why I had to pull up the 1 second, 3 second chart to help me kind of navigate that a little bit. So I hope that helps. I hope to know, again, don't, it's hard to trade the last 30 minutes after the opening bell until it kind of chart, until the, mellows out a little bit. The market mellows out. And then also to how to trade that second minute. Pull up your 1 second, pull up the 3 second chart, pull up your 1 minute, and then you'll know which way you should take. You should either do a buy or sell. It's binary. You get in, you try to capture as much money as you can, and you could almost stop trading that day. All right, guys. I will see you next time. I know this hat, it's a little distracting even for me. So we'll see what I wear next time. All right.